Yeah, I came from the bottom with the scar on my chest and the blade in my palm. This is Conqueror's blade, I was made in the storm, and I'm bringing the calm. An Elysium peak where the titans collide. Every strike is a war to be won. From the borderlands night to the Ulster light, I've been fighting since day one. Squad at night, night to the crown. Never back down when the fate get loud. Bleeding in the dirt, but I still stand proud. Every setback I set up, I'm ready right now. Yeah, squires rising, iron flying, pyres burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt. From Elysium peak to the throne, we wear the crown. Faith like a hammer, swinging on the beat with a flow so mean it'll break through stone. From Manor to the field to the Ulster gates, I've been claiming these lands as my own. The dream is our goal, yeah, city of kings of the empire's fate is made. The capital calls, one house will rise, crown of the fire of Conqueror's blade. Yo, raise that banner, bang that drum, at the baseline run to the kingdom come. No surrender, I'm second to none, I'm the shadow to the sun, and the war ain't done. Squires rising, iron flying, pyres burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt, from the borderlands throne. Crown.
Squires rising, iron flying, pyres burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt, from the borderless throne, all the glorious crown. From the empire's ashes to the emperor's throne, this is crown and cross. This is your war report.
Welcome everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. It is another episode of our war report here on Elysium Peak. This was battle number 3, September 30th, 2025. I'm your host Foghladha of the Goshki tribe, and we're going to jump right in. First up, we got some upcoming events. It's called Eve of Turmoil on all the other servers except for the West server, where we got a really boring name, but I really like the Eve of Turmoil. That's better. So we're going to roll with that. October 4th is going to be the first time that you see house rank 5s entering the field. So if you're at rank 5, you're going to have some new fiefs available to you. Then on October 11th, you're going to see the house rank 6 make its way onto the field, and that will pretty much be most of the fiefs in the world. I don't know that we have any level 7 required. There's a village, I believe, but no towns. Alright. Some key terms. Prestige is the value of land that you own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is the change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. And Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Taking a look at tonight's war summary, we have 37 warring factions, 15 alliances. Total fiefs, 92. Fiefs changed, 50. Then total prestige was 27,650. Tonight, the gates of Osteria opened and people smashed their way in. Over in Anadolu, there was 3,750 total prestige with 19 fiefs available. The cohorts owned 60% of that. War crimes gobbled up 28%. Over in the Borderlands, there was a total prestige of 12,200 with 46 fiefs available. Tribunal owns 33%, Revenant with 13%. Half a brain cell, probably with the best name, 10%. New World Order with 9%, and the High Council with 6%. Over in Osteria, you have 11,700 total prestige. Total fiefs available is 27. Tribunal owns 56% of that. Cohorts with 19%, Hibernia with 15%, and Defiance with 4%. Looking at the economy tonight, there you have it. You have a few rising kingdoms. Shakin went to 3. Dianlu went to 4, and Tizum went to 3. And we're looking at downgrades. Well, some things downgraded. So pretty much everything on Osteria downgraded. There's no way to save it over the weekend. It wasn't until the doors opened that anyone was able to build anything. So pretty much all of Osteria downgraded. Looking at the top fiefs right now, there's 2 level 6s, Marsicota and Steinklipp. Level 5 fiefs with that 20% bonus reward, Chrysanthus, Abritus, Astronopolis, Das, Bork, Elbogen, Nordtal, and Cynthias. Looking at top builders so far, Vanguard has 450 points. High Spartans with 300. Venators with 300. Warriors, 300. Supply Watchers with 150. And Warforged with 150. If you're looking to craft some unit kits, there you go. This list is going to get a little skinny. So be sure to craft those kits up while you can. For once this season we can actually craft these. The Borderlands has all the stuff that you need. So head over there to craft what you need. Alright, looking at Siegecraft, we are pretty limited at this point. We have well-made cannons, well-made Watcher air launchers, well-made Scorpios, and well-made culverins. Things will improve as time progresses, but this is what we have so far. I don't see any of our free towns. I need to check on the free colonies because I think that we need to update those. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the fief quests. Steincliff has a 13,000 granite for 4,000. The top honor gains is Steincliff with 1 epic artillery for 960 honor. Top house CXP is Mersicota with 100 regional exotics for 280, and Nordtal also has that quest if you're in Nostaria. Taking a look at Anadolu first. We have a 32% free houses versus 68% Legion ownership with 3,750 regional prosperity. There are 2 towns and 17 villages in this region that are currently in play. It is sitting at a prosperity tier of 1. Top 5 seasonal landowners include Explicit with 1,900 acclaim, Warforged in second with 1,050 acclaim, Bastarius in third with 650, and then Midway Kings dipped their toe in and got 200. Looking at the prestigious strongholds, Mersicota has rank of 6. Top Flourishing Village is most of them at rank 2. Alright, taking a look at the map tonight. There you have it. You can see that the cohorts own a giant slice of pie. That's all the land that is available, but they own it anyways. The black is the unavailable land. Then the war crimes over on the far right side. They are the lighter shade of the orange color. I need to diversify that. I'm sorry, guys. 1,050, and then the independents are 450. All right, looking at the changes, we saw Warforged gain 3, cohorts with 2, Bistarius with 3. Looking at the houses of the region, right now there's Anadolu Legion, which currently sits upon most of it, 92%. And then the regional barons include Warforged with 1,050, and then Bistarius with 450. Race for the capital, right now nobody contends it. Take a look at Borderlands. We have 100% free houses versus 0% Legion, and that's the available property, not overall property. So 12,200 regional prosperity with 12 towns, 34 villages. There is a prosperity tier of 2 in the Borderlands, with the top 5 seasonal landowners including Venators with 3,300 acclaim, Vanguard with 2,850 acclaim, Durandon with 2,700 acclaim, Warforged with 2,150 acclaim, and then Supply Watchers with 1,950. Or as Renowned Builders goes, we have Vanguard leading the pack with 450, Venators with 300, Warriors with 300, Ice Spartans with 300, and then Supply Watchers with 150. As for regional or most prestigious strongholds, Dianlu and Shojin, Kinu, Bixi, and Chaofang are all rank 4. Top Flourishing Village is Fulling at rank 2. Taking a look at the map in the north, this is what we have. Tribunal owns some key properties in the region with 1,950 regional prosperity. Revenant, the purple section throughout, everywhere that Tribunal doesn't own, is 1,400. Then you have the Independent over there. I believe that's Gangdi, Kinu, that's Durandon pretty much, mostly. 1,200 points. New World Order up in the northeast with 1,050. The High Council northwest with 750. And then Chillers just chilling at Muya with 150. Looking at the Southlands, we have Tribunal owning 2,100 of that map. The Tizum, Galenvox, Dianlu and Shotgun are actually switched. I just noticed that. I'll have to fix that. And then Wapos with 750. Chaos Undivided with 600. No Evil with 300. Independent with 300. Chillers with 150. Up there in Eminent. Dewsvolt, Malgus with 150. And then Revenant is at Penglai, I believe, with 150. Alright. Looking at the Borderlands Kingdom, We have Venators gaining 2, Supply Watchers with 1, Wait and Salt with 1, Death Guard with 1, Duranian with 3, Vanguard with 1, Forbidden City with 2, Brazil with 2, Quincy's Tavern with 1, Reborn with 6, Vigilantes with 3, and Corsair with 1. Looking at the houses, we have the Borderlands Legion sitting upon the throne. Regional Barons include Venators, Vanguard, Supply Watchers, and Duranian. Regional Stewards include Reborn, Ice Spartans, Wheat and Salt, Vigilantes, Brazil, Homegrown, Undying Wolves, Forbidden City, Death Guard, Solemn Silence, Here, Quincy's Tavern, Ares, Bistarius, Lawless, Eternum, Corsair, and Regulators. Looking at the race for the capital, guess what? Tribunal is actually in the running. They already have enough to be able to storm the capital as today goes. Alright, let's look at Australia. The gates finally opened, and we have 67% free houses versus 33% Legion. Regional prosperity is 11,700 with 6 towns, 21 villages in play. It is a prosperity tier of 3. Top 5 seasonal landowners so far are Vanguard with 5,005, Ice Spartans with 1,495, Goshkia with 1,170, Broken Cross with 715, and Robber Barons with 455. Looking at the most prestigious stronghold right now, it's Steinklepp at rank 6. Top flourishing village is Bergdorf at rank 4. Looking at tonight's war map, oh man, I need to figure out why that's not showing. It should be. Let me see something real quick here. Yeah, that's why. Let me try this. Ta-da! Wrong map. Alright, so this is Australia. Yes, Australia. Alright, so Tribunal, southeast, 6,500. They also own a couple properties up in the northwest, which are key and very instrumental to the siege of Agolia, if you notice. There's one more property that they'll probably take, and that's Drywalder. Cohorts have quite a bit of land still. 2,275. Hibernia, 1,755 down there in the southwest. The Independents over on the east side with 715. And then Defiance up in the northwest with 455. Taking a look at the kingdom changes, we have Ice Spartans with 2. We have Vanguard with 6. Goshkia with 2. Broken Cross with 3. Robber Barons with 2. Goshkia Dub with 2. And Order of Valor with 1. Looking at the houses of the region, the Australian Legion is currently the Emperor. Regional Dukes include Vanguard. Regional Barons include Ice Spartans and Goshkia. Regional Stewards include Broken Cross, Robber Barons, Goshkia Dub, and Order of Valor. Looking at the war for Australia, we have the Tribunal ready to siege that throne. So far, uncontested. Alright, let's take a look at those house rankings really quick. We got 2 new houses. Quincy's Tavern took the field with 150, and Reborn with 950. Looking at houses by level, we have a whole bunch of level 4s. There you have it, 25 of them. Then you have a bunch of level 3s. I mean, we have 7 total level 3s, and then level 2. Look at this. We have 2 level 2s. Just 2. Alright, let's look at population changes. Quincy's Tavern finally showed up on the map for the first time, so they get 97. Reborn added to the map for the first time for 85. Broken Cross with 24, Lawless with 6, and Supply Watchers with 7 or 6. Over on the population decline side, there is Solemn Silence with 16, Eternum with the 11, Ares with 10, and Death Guard with 8. Looking at the prestige gains, Vanguard gained 5,455 points. Ice Spartans with 1,645, Venators with 1,200, Goshkia with 1,170, Supply Watchers with 750, Wait and Salt with 600, Bistarius with the 450, Goshkia Dub 390, Duranian with 300, and Vigilantes with 300. Looking at prestige losses, Explicit lost 1,400, Warriors lost 750, Lawless with 500, Yggdrasil with 450, Undying Wolves 450, Midway Kings with 200, Homegrown with 200, and Solemn Silence with 150. Looking at our top 10 houses, we have Vanguard in first place of Tribunal with 6,355 prestige. Tong Tong is the liege of this house. In second place, we have Ice Spartans of Tribunal with 2,245 prestige. High Secret is the liege of this house. Third place we have Venators of Tribunal with 1,950 prestige. This is where you can find Meathead leading this house. Fourth place we have Supply Watchers of half a brain cell with 1,200 prestige. Stars leads this house. Fifth place we have Goshki of Hibernia with 1,170 prestige. Foghladha, myself, leads this house. Sixth place we have Durandon with 1,050 prestige. Real Trillion leads this house. In seventh place we have Warforged of War Crimes with 1,050 prestige. Tolstrom leads this house. Next up in eighth place we have Reborn of Revenant with 950 prestige. Ray leads this house. Bringing up ninth, we have Weight and Salt of New World Order with 750 prestige. Salt Lord Smoke leads this house. 10th place, we have Broken Cross with 715 prestige. Zombie Jab leads this house. That leads us round to our top 30. There you have it. We almost have 30. Pretty soon we'll have 30 on the board, no doubt. All right, let's take a look at those alliance rankings. First up, some free agents. We got a few really important ones. Durandon, 1,050. You're silly if you don't even consider them. They are probably one of the hardest hitting defensive houses I've ever seen. So I spent a whole season on my back because of that house. Yeah, they just beat the crap out of me everywhere. Broken Cross, 715 prestige. They're kind of new to the field, but they are definitely making moves. Bastarius, long-term Spanish house. Four fiefs on the board with 600 points. Corsair still hanging in there, 150. And then Eternum, they keep coming back. They disappear and then they come back. It's good to see, guys. All right, looking at the alliance changes. Ares joined Guapos. Fight Club departed Bannerlords. Supply Watchers joined half a brain cell. And Explicit joined half a brain cell. Looking at big alliance gains tonight, 8,300 points. You better bet that'll probably be one of those trophies at the end of the season of the biggest gains of the season. Tribunal, well done. Hibernia with 1,755. Revenant with 300. Chillers with 300. Defiance with 155. Chaos Undivided with 150. Guapos with 150. And New World Order with 100. Taking a look at the prestige losses of the night. The High Council lost 650, War Crimes lost 600, and Deuce Volt lost 200. Looking at our top 10 alliances, we have Tribunal with 10,550 prestige. Seasonal claim of 14,450. We have Venators, Vanguard, and Ice Spartans making up this alliance. Second place, we have Hibernia with 1,755 prestige. Total seasonal claim of 2,055. Goshki Dub, and Order of Valor make up this alliance. Third place, we have Revenant with 1,550 prestige. Seasonal claim of 2,150 with Reborn and Vigilantes leading this alliance. Over in here, we have half a brain cell at rank 4, 1,200 prestige. Seasonal claim of 3,850. Supply Watchers and Explicit make up this alliance. In fifth place, we have New World Order with 1,050 prestige. 2,300 seasonal claim. Regulators, Weight and Salt, and Lawless make up this alliance. Sixth place is War Crimes with 1,050 prestige. 4,250 seasonal claim with Warriors and Warforged making up this alliance. Next up in seventh place, we have the High Council with 750 prestige. 3,350 seasonal claim with Homegrown and Undying Wolves making up this alliance. Next up in 8th place, you have Guapos with 750 prestige. Seasonal claim of 1,350. Brazil and Ares make up this alliance. 9th place, we have Chaos Undivided with 600 prestige. 1,650 seasonal claim. Death Guard and Solemn Silence make up this alliance. Then 10th place, we have Defiance with 455 prestige. Seasonal claim of 755. Robber Barons are in this alliance. Sweeping on over to the seasonal claim board, your top 4 are Tribunal with 14,450, War Crimes with 4,250, the High Council with 3,350, New World Order with 2,300. Taking a look at our historical rankings really quick. Not a whole lot of movement on the left half of the board. There's a little movement on the right half. But Vanguard, 481,000. They're probably going to break 500,000 this season. Homegrown with 291,000. Then iKingdom with 271,000. Looking at the Alliance board, we have Hibernia leading with 672,000. We Don't Read with 588,000. Then Deuceville with 360,000. Looking at the historical builders, we have Goshki leading the pack with 10,645. iKingdom in second with 7,635. And then Vanguard in third with 6,190. Top alliances are Hibernia with 22,150. Maelstrom with 8,410. And Deuceville with 6,315. And that brings us around to the close of our show. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do hope you enjoyed it. If this was your first show, please let me know how it did. I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you have any ideas for what could make this better, please reach out to me and let me know. And if you would like to be a guest star on the War Report, we'll be starting up our interviews this Saturday. I do have one slot available, so please reach out. I'd love to have some of you guys on the stream. In any case, I will see you all later. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you next war.
One blade, two blades, three blades, four. Always wanting, forever wanting more. My hands are shaking, my mail is dented. The Saxon blood, it is not self-inflicted. I've learned the prayers of Roman, I've learned to curse. My ambitions are hunger, getting worse and worse. My master's voice, a constant drone. Protect the cross, protect the Pope on his throne. Tired, my back is sore. Sleeping in mud on a cold rime floor. They tell me to listen, they tell me to serve. I'm losing my faith, losing my nerve. They say be honest, be brave, be true. But I've seen what a Frankish light can do for you. They say a knight's honor is all you need. But I'm planting a different, darker seed. Blade, a flash of steel, the fear in his eyes, a wound that won't heal. I stood behind him, a shield from the blow, and watched him fall. watch his blood flow. Now I stand here, my sword in my hand, the last of the generals in this conquered land. The crown of Augustus, a weight of cold stone, but I'll bear it all, I'll bear it alone. A thirst unending, a hunger I can sate, for a crown of fire